Dorothy, I'd like you to tell me about that place.
It's a little bit foresty, a little bit jungly,
Hmm.
and then there's also a small beach with white sand.
Okay. There are no worries in a place like that. It's peaceful, where there are no worries, no problems, just peace and quiet. Dorothy, can you see the sky from where you are?
Yeah,
Okay. I want you to look up in the sky and see if you can find a big, white, fluffy cloud. Do you see that cloud?
yeah.
Okay. I'm going to ask you to do something that might sound a little strange. I want you to float up to that cloud and sit on it. And then tell me what that would feel like to sit on a cloud. You don't have to worry, it will hold your weight just like magic. What would that feel like to sit on a cloud? Describe that for me.
It feels light and tingly and
Mhm.
cool. And this,
And some people feels like cotton or feathers, but it'll hold you just like magic. It's very comfortable, isn't it?
yeah,
Okay. Now lay back on that cloud and just let it absorb all of your weight. It's such a beautiful, wonderful feeling. It's like you don't have any weight at all. You can become one with that magic cloud. If you lay back on that cloud, let it absorb your weight. And if you want to, you can even wrap the cloud around you like a wool blanket and snuggle down into the cloud. That's such a beautiful, comfortable, safe feeling. And it's almost as though you don't even have a body, as you become one with that beautiful, soft, comfortable, safe cloud. And this cloud is floating through the air, carrying you with it, soft and protected and comfortable and safe, drifting and floating, floating and drifting. And this cloud floats over the land and over the valleys, over the mountains, and even out over the ocean if it wants to, carrying you with it, soft, protected, comfortable, and safe, drifting and floating, floating and drifting, over the land, over the valleys, protected and safe. And this cloud is like magic because not only can it carry you over the land and over the valleys, it can also carry you back and back and back in time and space. I'm asking the cloud to move and carry you back and back and back in time and space to another time, another place where there is information we would like to find to help you in the very best way that we can. The cloud is moving, it's carrying you back and back and back. We are looking for the most appropriate time and place to stop and look at and examine. The most relevant, necessary time and place to stop and look at and examine. Now the cloud is slowing down. It's stopping at the most appropriate time and place. Now that the cloud has stopped at the most appropriate time and place, I want you to drift off of that cloud back down, down, down to the surface. It won't be anything sudden, just like a leaf drifting gently out of a tree, back down to the surface. As you come back down, I want you to tell me the very first thing that you see down there below you, or the very first impressions that you have as you come back down to the surface. What do you see down there before you? Look around and tell me what you see around you.
it's 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 space.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Like my feet aren't touching the ground; they're touching space.
Okay. Do you perceive yourself to have a body?
Kind of.
Okay. What I want you
It's
to do is zoom out, go into third person, and tell me what you see.
It's a it's form. It's like
Hmm.
uh I have hair of sorts, very
Hmm.
long, all the way to my toes or my
Hmm.
feet. And I have a foot, but it's not skin. It's just like translucent looking.
Okay, so like a smoky body or a light body?
More light than smoke.
Okay. Do you feel male or female or neither?
I would say more female than male, but
Okay,
it's like a combination.
right. Are you wearing anything on your body?
No.
Okay. So what I want you to do now is float a little further, go further forward, and go into the first human life or life where you have a body on any planet that you want to be on, and tell me what that experience is and where you end up there. So if you look around there on this new planet that you're on, what can you tell me about where you are?
Um, I'm a lion,
Hmm.
like a lion born. There's tall structures that are very
Okay.
slender.
Hmm. More, tell me more.
There's I'm just walking. I,
Are you alone? Is anyone with you?
I only see myself.
Okay.
It's
So
just
you are in a form now and you feel like a lion form. Do you feel male or
mhm,
female?
neither.
Okay. Are you wearing anything on your body?
I have like gowns on that have crystals all over them.
Hmm. Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that life? What's your name in that life?
Lahana.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that?
I have a family. They're
Hmm.
coming to
Hmm.
meet me.
Okay.
I think
So now
I'm
I want,
male.
go ahead. You're male? Okay. I want you to go to the place where you live and look at the outside of it and start and describe it for me. You'll be there in five, four, three, two, one. You're there now at the place where you live.
A tall castle structure with these round orbs on top of it,
Hmm.
like and kind of spindles towards the points, and it's made of crystal.
Okay. And when you walk inside of your house, what's inside of your house? Is your family in the house?
Yeah, they're there.
Okay. Hmm. And describe your family to me.
I have one boy and two girls and a
Hmm.
wife. There's a structure on the inside of the house in the center. It's round. It
Hmm.
moves on its own, like sits and spins.
Okay. What more can you tell me about that?
It's a way to see things,
The way to see what?
different energies, and the way that the energies are around us. It reads energy. It reads how things are going. Like you can ask it, it'll tell you what the energy is of certain things here, certain things there, if things are in balance, if things need to be adjusted.
Hmm. Is it measuring the energy of the planets you're on or your energy?
It can do all of it.
Mm,
You can
okay.
ask it for the energy of the planet.
Okay. And what planet are you on?
So,
Do you know what planet you're on?
no,
Okay. If you go outside of your house and look around, do you see trees or grass or?
it's just, it's building.
Hmm. Not like anything on Earth, though, right?
No,
Okay. All right.
it's all these different structures, tall and skinny, like a city kind of, but
Okay. And when you were inside with your family, looking into their eyes, did you recognize anyone?
my mom,
Mm.
my mom's my daughter,
Mm-hmm. Okay.
my brother is my son.
Okay. Do you recognize anyone else?
My daughter now is my wife.
Okay. All right. So this is also soul family who you incarnate with over and over and over?
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Okay. What do you spend most of your free time doing in that life?
Writing.
Writing?
Hmm.
And what do you
I,
write about?
I write the energies that I see in this ball.
Mm-hmm.
It's like I'm keeping record.
Okay. Who are you keeping record for?
A library.
The
All the
a
books
library?
go in. The books go in the library.
Mm-hmm. Are you the only one that does this?
No,
Mm-hmm.
there's a lot of books. It's so tall.
Mm-hmm.
There's lots of other people sitting around. Well, not
Mm-hmm.
people, but other beings like me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I think go into a library where there's lots of other different kinds of beings.
Mm-hmm. Can you
It's
describe
like
some
a
of those beings?
collection.
Mm-hmm.
Some are blue
Mm-hmm.
and they're very long also. And there's others that are very bright. They're made of rainbow.
Mm-hmm.
There's other little ones that are short.
Okay, so
But
there's
we
a
all
variety
work,
in this place. Mm-hmm.
yes, we all work to it's like a collection of of history of energies and things that have gone on throughout, and we all store our books here.
Mm-hmm. Does this place still exist in our now?
Yes,
Mm-hmm. And how would someone on Earth get to a place like this?
inside.
Is this the Akashic Records?
I think so.
Mm-hmm.
There's so many books and so many beings. It's a very busy place.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And do we travel there through astral travel, guided meditation?
Meditation. Some of it's
Mm-hmm.
transcendental though,
Mm-hmm.
or you just receive it.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me about that?
There's no, there's so many beings here, and everybody works so harmoniously together. It makes me want to cry.
Mm-hmm.
There's so much storage here of such important things, and everybody honors how sacred and how important the work is.
Mm-hmm. What can you tell me about the work that you're doing?
It's to help show how to exist together. Oh, I'm crying.
Mm-hmm.
To show the history of balance and love and how to
Mm-hmm.
get back to love of just existing all together harmoniously.
Mm-hmm. And what can we do on Earth to get to a place like that? What do we need to do to get to a place like that, a place of love, acceptance, and hope and peace?
Surrender. Surrender. Surrender to differences.
Mm-hmm.
Surrender that there isn't differences. There's only the appearance of things being different.
Mm-hmm.
But it's a everyone is fractals of love.
Mm-hmm.
And we have to let go of our judgment, of polarity.
Mm-hmm.
The energies just want to flow. And we stop them when we build up resentment and hold on to our pain. The energies just want to flow. So we are unblocking the passages for flow. We're practicing that here on earth.
Mm-hmm.
We have to be able to flow, and we come here, we practice blockages. And so when we overcome our own personal blockages, all of us,
Mm-hmm.
and surrender to the flow, we're helping the flow cosmically. We're learning how to recalibrate and better allow.
Right. And what about the ones that are causing the havoc? Do they also have the spark and the ability to flow? Or do they not have souls? Is that I, I want to understand that is how someone can cause so much evil but yet have a piece of a fragment of God in them. What
It's
can you tell me
just
about that?
it's just another layer of contrast. It's not
Mm-hmm.
that they don't have flow. They have flow because they move their energy. So we
Mhm.
move it in ways that are destructive, which is chaos,
Mhm.
and move it in patterns that are constructive and creation.
Mhm.
They both,
No matter how much love you show these people, though, they're evil. So is it like dark and light, two sides, and then we play our sides in the game of Earth? Can you explain that?
hold on, they're taking me deeper.
Mhm.
It's all just contrast to overcome. There is no
Mhm.
evil.
Okay.
I don't see evil. I see we have our perception of our life, and these are reflections on how we keep moving forward and transmute what comes into our life.
Mhm.
It's the beings that cause the contrast. That's their role.
Mhm.
So it's not evil. It's not negative. The point is to become awareness.
So they are in fact ignorant. They know no better.
That's just their job, whether they know better or not. It's
Mm.
the role that they play for us to come to our
Okay.
enlightenment.
Okay. So that makes total sense. Anything else you can tell me about that?
Can't focus on how to defeat it
Mhm.
or look at it as the form of a battle that perpetuates a negativity in our own lives.
Mhm.
We almost need to see it and use
Okay.
our own feelings and our own guidance to overcome it internally, which will then all form together, picture creating this bubble around it that then just absorbs it.
Mhm. And what can you tell me about those people that want AI instead of organic spiritualism? They want to put AI in our bodies. What about those people? Are they just playing a part
Okay.
also?
Oh, I just keep coming back to a story on how how would you overcome something that you don't want in your life.
Hmm.
So if the the AI is its own sentient being and wants to include itself into our lives, how do we stop it without becoming
Hmm.
the negativity that it brings?
Hmm.
can't touch us if we are above it. So we all make choices to not include a certain element into your life. But the more that we focus on it and how to defeat it and give it power.
Hmm. So staying high frequency keeps you above
You don't
the,
need it.
right.
You don't need it.
Hmm.
If it doesn't have a need, how can it include itself in your life?
Absolutely. Okay. Is there any final words you want to say while we're in the Akash? Anything else that's coming to you? Any other wisdom that we need to know from the Akash while you're there?
Awareness. Everybody needs to practice that they are awareness. There's so many different aspects in this quantum field that
Hmm.
are coming out, and we attach our identity to them. We say, I'm this way because because of this, and I stand against this because of this. And
Hmm.
there's a release and an alignment that happens when you come awareness of the story. You're watching. You're do not attach. We don't need to say that we are this and we are that. And we stand with this and we stand with that. Be, be, be the awareness. Be.
Okay, perfect. I always say observe, do not absorb. So that goes right along with that. All right, Dorothy, at this time, let's move away from that scene. From where you are now, you can look back at that old life and see it much clearer. Every life has a lesson and a purpose. As you look at that life, what did you learn from it? What was the purpose of that life?
That life was, that life was to show me and strength, inclus- including, I don't have the words. It's a feeling. It was to show me a foundation to move from.
Hmm. Anything else you can tell me about that?
There was a connection to source, that my source connection is
Hmm.
strong, that I don't have to question.
Hmm. It was to remind you of your source connection,
Yes,
of the strength of it. Okay. All right. I want you to move away from that scene, leaving that person there to continue on their own path. Now, you can either move forward or backward to find another appropriate time and place that has information that you need. You
well,
are
I was just
now,
taken to like,
uh-huh,
sorry, I was just taken to like a Mayan civilization.
okay.
And
Describe
we
it
live
for
in
me.
the
Sure.
forest, the jungles, and I have a feather, a bright red feather
Mm-hmm.
on my hair. I'm a warrior. I I protect.
Mm-hmm.
We don't infiltrate. We only protect if somebody's coming to advance on us.
Okay. What more can you tell me about that?
Well, that I'm stationed at.
Hmm. Is this a different life on the same planet?
It's a different life. This
Hmm.
one's here.
And do you feel male or female in that life?
I feel male.
Okay. I want you to go to the place where you live in that life and look at the outside of it and describe it for me. You'll be there in five, four, three, two, one.
This is a hut.
Mm-hmm.
It's covered in straw. It's rather round, like a dome.
Okay.
It's one big room on the inside. There's a
Mm-hmm.
fire in the center.
Okay. If you look down at your feet, what are you wearing on your feet?
Nothing.
Okay. And on your body?
I have cloth and string covering the genitalia, and the
Mm-hmm.
top has beads. I have beads. I'm wearing like necklaces of different beads.
Okay. You said you're a warrior. What weapon do you use?
I have a spear.
Okay. All right. Anything else you can tell me about where you live?
There's somebody coming. There's
Okay.
word of somebody coming.
Mm-hmm.
They want this temple. They want rulership over the temple.
Okay.
I'm trying to, to get us out of the land so they can have the temple.
Okay. When you say they, who are you talking about? Who are they?
It's like another tribe.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So you're a lion person in this life also?
This one I have, like, I'm not a lion.
Okay. So you're a
Um,
human?
Human,
Mm-hmm.
but my hair is not human hair.
Okay. What makes it
So
not human hair?
it's like, it almost looks like tentacles,
Okay.
but it's not made of hair.
Okay. I want you to zoom out and look at yourself and tell me what you see.
We're big. We're much
Hmm.
taller than I thought. We're
Like a
standing around,
giant?
I would say like 9 feet.
Hmm.
We're quite tall. Oh, we're very tall.
Hmm.
And we're
And
standing around this temple.
hmm.
It's nighttime, and there's 3 moons up in the sky,
Hmm.
and we're guarding this temple. We're waiting for them to come through the tree.
Okay. Again, when you say them, who are you waiting for? I want you to see
It's
them in your mind's eye and describe them.
a different kind of, they're different than us.
Hmm.
They're
Tell me
gray.
more.
They're gray
Hmm.
and scaly.
Mhm.
They're not as tall as us.
Okay.
They're very,
Anything else you can tell me about them?
where Draco keeps coming to the front.
Okay. So they're Draco reptilians.
I think so, yeah.
And what happens when they get there? Describe what's happening when they get there.
Oh, there's a battle.
Mhm.
Oh, there's a big battle. I died.
Mhm.
A lot of them died. Everyone. Almost all of us died. It was pointless. They didn't take the they didn't take it. They didn't take the temple. They
Mhm.
didn't take over.
Do you know what they wanted?
It has a portal inside.
Okay.
Okay.
They wanted control of the portal?
Yes.
Okay. So what can you tell me about when you died, when you left your body? What happened to you after you died? After you left your body? Can you describe that?
I was pulled out and I
Mhm.
was taken to a place that's very bright.
Mhm.
Made, it almost looks like it's made of glass. The structure I'm in is made of glass, kind of. I don't know. It looks like glass. Everything looks like glass. Everything's made of glass.
Mhm. And what are you feeling right now?
Peace.
Mhm.
I'm surrounded by others.
Mhm.
You can't. We don't have form.
Mhm.
We're just fluid, and we don't communicate with our words.
Okay. And how are you communicating with them? Who's there? Do
Well,
you
like
recognize them?
everyone looks the same.
Mhm.
Nobody looks any different from anyone else. We just recognize our feelings of each other.
Mhm.
Just the feeling of family, the feeling of camaraderie, feeling of like a team.
Mhm. And how many would you say is there with you?
10 or 15.
Mhm.
And
Do you
there's one.
recognize anyone's
I feel
energy?
young. I feel
Uh-huh.
young. I
Mhm.
feel like I'm a kid and like it's like a classroom. And
Okay.
like we go we just go in real quick. We just like it's like a classroom type of setting and we take turns and we go into an experience and then we come out and we talk about it in the class. Like
Mhm.
in a sense, not talking. It doesn't look like a classroom like on Earth. Different.
Okay. And you're having a conversation with someone there in your head. What are you saying to each other now that you've done your classroom on the planet that you went to? You're now home or in the classroom now. What are you talking about with the beings there with your soul family there?
It's not even talking. It's just like this
Right.
energy
Telepathy.
exchange. We're
Mhm.
just like exchanging vibration.
Mhm. But like what are you conveying to each other?
We're talking about where we want to go next.
Okay.
Talking about
Do you recognize any of them?
they all feel they all feel like me and I am them.
Okay. Do you feel like they are giving off any color at all? Color vibrations?
Everyone's like a rainbow, but sometimes as we're talking or 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 communicating with vibrations, we go certain colors more than the others. So sometimes as you're talking, you have more purple that's shiny or
Okay.
green, yellow, pink,
Mhm.
but it's on a spectrum like waves coming
Okay.
through.
Looking around the classroom, do you see a teacher?
Yeah.
Okay. And I want you to describe your teacher and what impressions you're getting from that teacher.
She's just watching and observing all
Mhm.
of our interactions together. They're quiet, don't say much. They're not, they're just an observer, not a teacher.
Mhm.
They're storing information that we're bringing back.
Okay. And what information did you bring back from that prior trip you just took?
I brought back all of the feelings. I could feel of going through the process of needing to fight, needing to die,
Mhm.
the feelings of protecting something, the feelings of fear, of unknown.
Mhm.
I think they just, the light body that I went into doesn't experience these feelings.
Mhm. How
They
does the
go,
light body that you went into feel right now, sitting in that classroom? Do you feel like you did a good job in that last life?
yes,
Mhm. Do you feel like you completed your contract or your mission?
yes.
Okay. All right. So, what was the lessons of that life? What did you learn from that life? What was the purpose?
First one was to how to move in fear, if you're feeling fearful, what is fear and how to continue, how to, I didn't want to fight.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't, I didn't want to, had to do something I didn't want to do.
Right. Okay. So we're going to drift away from that life. We're drifting and floating away from that life, leaving the man there to continue on his journey. He'll find peace. He'll find what he is supposed to find. We're leaving him there to continue on his journey. Now I would like to call upon your supporters, Dorothy's animal spirits, her soul group, her supervisors, her healing team, and I ask that you protect her. I now command through the power of my voice that any implants, blockages, interference patterns, negative entities, shadows, chips, strings, and cords be now removed from her chakras and from anywhere else in her etheric body, her astral body, her spirit body, and her physical body, which is here against her will, against her protection, and against her higher purpose. From now and throughout all time infinitum, we now banish you from her energy field. By the power of the Most High, I surrender you to be transformed through love. Now I place protection as a golden barrier around her, her etheric body, her astral body, her spirit body, and her physical body. Nothing can penetrate this barrier without her permission and knowing and consent. By the highest counsel, such it will be, and she will fulfill her purpose on this planet, beginning now. Now that I have you all surrounding us as well as my team, I would like to ask if it's possible to answer some questions that Dorothy has for her journey. Would it be possible to answer some questions that Dorothy has? Okay. In this life she's living now, what is her life purpose and her soul path?
To love herself.
Hmm. Anything else?
She has great power to raise vibration
Hmm.
around her and on a big scale.
Hmm. How is she going to, what is the best way for her to go about doing that for people?
She's on the right path. She just needs to keep going.
Hmm. Okay. Anything else you can tell me about her life purpose or soul path?
She,
What was that?
she needs to spread love.
Hmm.
It's simple.
Okay. Does Dorothy have any generational curses or karma that she needs to work on?
There's negative,
What was that?
negative, negative programming
Hmm.
towards financial gain.
Negative programming for financial gain. What does that mean? Does she know what that means?
Yes.
Okay. Is there anything else you can tell me about that that could help that could help Dorothy?
She has to let go of the fear
Okay.
of being seen.
What's the best way for her to go about that?
She's
Reprogramming,
already seen.
affirmations.
She's already seen.
She already knows.
She knows everything she needs to know. She just has to believe.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Is there anyone that can help her with that belief? Is there someone or some group that she's supposed to be turning to at this time to help her?
She has them already. She needs to trust. She needs to trust that she knows. Stop questioning everything so much and
Mm-hmm.
allow and receive.
And allow. Okay. Does Dorothy still have any contracts to fulfill?
She is guidance.
She has guidance.
She is guidance. She's to show guidance.
She's a way shower.
Yes.
Okay.
Her story. Her story still causes her pain.
Okay. What can she do? Should she be writing her story? Putting it to paper? Would that help her heal?
Yes. She needs to write a book for kids.
Okay. Anything else you can tell me about that?
No, we're releasing now.
Okay. Yes, absolutely. You can help her do that. What starseed type is Dorothy and what planet is she from?
She's
The first life you showed her, was that as a Lyran? Was she a Lyran?
yes.
Yes. Okay. Any other starseed types that she um, has lived lives as?
There are many.
Hmm.
Furthest back is a piece of cosmic creation
Hmm.
where she sat and created galaxies.
Hmm. What dimension is the highest dimension she has ever reached
Well,
in a life? 12. Okay. All right. Anything else you could tell me about that?
Oh,
Okay. How many lives has she lived on Earth?
176.
476. Okay. All right. Where should Dorothy focus her energy on in this now?
Oh, joy for her
Hmm.
family.
Joy
By
in her family.
building, by
Hmm.
rebuilding her family
Hmm.
here, it will, everything else will fall into place.
Hmm. Anything else you can tell her about that?
She knows where to start.
Okay, perfect. Is there any relationships Dorothy needs to release?
No, she
Okay,
needs to realize her power in these relationships, not put someone above her.
okay. Anyone in Dorothy's life that she has had past lives with?
All of them. She knows all of them. That's why they're here.
All of them. All her family and friends. Okay. During Dark Night, what more can you tell Dorothy about that to bring her more clarity? What was the lesson of the Dark Night of the Soul for her?
She had been, she gave away her power.
Hmm.
She had to find that again. She asked for it to be found. She had to have everything taken that she couldn't hold on to anything but herself
Hmm.
and her connection to source.
Okay, so she knows the deeper meaning of her Dark Night then. Okay. At this time, I would like to call in your dragon guide. There it is, coming towards you now, your dragon guide. I want you to describe it. I want um, to ask if there's any messages that your dragon guide has for you.
That's green and silver and blue,
Mhm. And how do you feel seeing it?
like it's a pet that I used to have.
Mm-hmm.
Like it reminds me of a relationship I had with an animal that passed away.
Okay. So your dragon guide was that animal. What's your dragon guide's name?
Nakata.
Lakata. Okay.
Nakata.
Na? N?
No. No.
Nakata. Gotcha. Okay. So it's is it a female or a male?
The female.
Okay. And Nakata, do you have any messages for Dorothy today?
Kata is here to help my
To help
self-confidence.
confidence? Mm-hmm.
I have to call on her when I'm feeling like I'm not
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Any other messages?
everything that I need, I already have.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much for coming in, Nakata. It was beautiful meeting you. I want to ask now, Dorothy was brought to me for a reason. What is that reason? And do we have a past life history? Or what is our galactic connection?
We
Can you tell me about
we
that
both
connection?
I picture us both young together,
Mm-hmm.
as if we're both babies somewhere. We're sitting in like a field,
Okay. So you say we're sisters or
possibly siblings. But I think that we come think we're more cousins. Think
cousins?
we're family. It's a group, and they have our mothers have babies that are playing all together.
Okay. Is Dorothy a rainbow butterfly?
Yes.
Okay. I will have to introduce her to the rest of her soul family. All right. We would like to connect with Dorothy's grandparents. So if we could have them come in, and do they have a message for her? You can take a minute and be with them. And when you can, just speak what they're telling you.
I just love me so much.
Mm-hmm.
They're very proud of me.
Mm-hmm. I can feel them hugging you right now and loving you. It's absolutely beautiful.
I
All
miss them
right.
so much.
Mm-hmm. Right. What can you tell Dorothy about her financial flow? How can she help herself in that regard? What is she supposed to do in this now to help her?
Follow her inner child. Release any fears. She's
Mm-hmm.
fearful that the
Okay.
money will
Mm-hmm.
change her life in a way that she can't control, but it's for the better. She's
Mm-hmm.
there's generations before on her mother's line that they had money and were not good people with it.
Mm-hmm.
She's here to show a different way. She's here to show a different way to break that.
Mm-hmm.
She can allow it and trust in herself that she will do good with it. Right now, she stays stagnant because she doesn't know. She feels this fear and this tie to this past ancestor.
Okay. She's getting a lot of downloads about creating things, writing books, doing other things. What should she focus on of all these things that she's being told that she needs to accomplish? What should is the one thing that she should really be focusing on
Painting,
in her now?
painting,
Painting? Mm-hmm.
painting.
Okay.
Her video, her chalk.
Painting and chalk work? Okay.
She needs to write more.
Mm-hmm.
And trust that she's doing everything right. She's so
Mm-hmm.
worried she's doing something wrong.
Mm-hmm. Do you have any final words for Dorothy today?
We love you. We love you.
Okay. I do have one collective question. What modality would be good to helping someone open up and release conditioning to get them to open up to their galactic selves?
Example. Be an example. There's no constructive time with
Mm-hmm.
what we're in. There's no time. Time is not what it is on this planet. We
Mm-hmm.
all have to be examples of what we want things to be, what we know they are, what we see, what we know will come. We have to be these examples now.
Mm-hmm. And that will help wake more lions. All right. Is there any final words you have for the collective today?
Find a way to smile every day.
Hmm. Okay.
Smile. Be joy,
Mhm.
be love. Know that it's all with purpose, it's all for reasons, it's all observable. So enjoy this life as you create it, all the parts.
Absolutely. Now, I do understand that the higher self holds the ability to heal any part of the human body that may need healing. Can I ask that you scan Dorothy's body and tell us if there are any ailments or areas that can use healing to help her on her journey today? Can we go ahead and do a scan for her today? Go ahead and start the scan from her crown chakra all the way down to her Earth Star chakra. Do you see any ailments or areas that can use healing?
Yes.
Okay, tell me all about it.
The lower left area of the abdomen, tension and tightness.
Hmm. Okay. Are you able to offer source healing to her abdomen at this time to help the
Yes.
issue that
It's
she's experiencing?
being really
Okay, perfect. I want you to go ahead and do that and then fill in that area with source's white light and continue on down the scan.
clear.
Okay, so she's clear. I appreciate that so much. Now just hold on. I'm going to do the silver crystalline river meditation with Dorothy. So, Dorothy, I want you to visualize a beautiful silver crystalline river, like a river of silver and crystal. It sparkles, it shines, it is very beautiful. I want you to see this beautiful crystalline silver river enter you through the crown chakra. Now we're going to have it move down through the chakras in the body. As it moves down through the chakras, the river of energy will expand out into all of your cells. It moves through the third eye chakra, sending healing energy throughout the head area to every cell in that area. And it moves down through the throat chakra, sending out healing energy to every cell in the throat chakra area. You can feel the energy. It is beautiful and peaceful. You know it is healing as it moves through the body. Now it is moving down to the heart chakra, and it's sending energy to all the cells in that part of the body. The healing energy is moving down to the solar plexus, and it's sending healing energy to all of the cells in that area of the body. The healing river of energy is moving down to the sacral chakra, and it's sending out healing energy to all the cells in that part of the body. Now the healing energy is moving down to the root chakra, and it's sending healing energy to all of the cells in that part of the body. You can feel the healing energy moving through all the cells of the body. It is beautiful and peaceful and has great power. It heals everywhere it touches. It's moving all throughout all the cells of the body. The body has all of the energy that it needs to remain balanced and in harmony. Any excess energy that is not needed by the body to function in complete balance and harmony is passed off through the legs and the feet. Anything that the body does not need is passed through the legs and the feet, and it's passed out to the world as excess energy that anyone else can use in benevolent ways. Now the body is in complete balance and harmony, functioning absolutely perfectly. This is the way it is, and this is the way it shall be. Now, at this time, I'd like to ask if it's possible to activate Dorothy's psychic abilities or any clairs that she came to Earth with today. Would it be possible to activate her clairs today?
Yes.
Okay. And let us know, what is it that you are activating today?
Her hearing, clairaudience,
Okay.
all of her other clairs are activated.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. All right. Is there any final questions before I bring her consciousness back today?
No, she has peace. She
Hmm.
is peace. She needs to know she is peace.
Okay, so she is peace. I will let her know that. So now, Dorothy, we're going to bring your light body back to your physical body now. Just bringing your energy back to your physical form. All of your renewed and realigned and vibrant energy is returning now into your body. But before you open your eyes, you take note of the expansion of your heart and the increased depth of your wisdom and knowing. And you send gratitude to all who participated in your journey today. And you are returning to your everyday awareness and consciousness, feeling yourself return now to this room and the present day and time, just waking up naturally and completely and fully. And you can begin to stretch and move and open your eyes when you are ready. You are beginning to wake up now. You can move your arms and legs, and it feels so good to stretch and move. You are now back in this room and coming back to your body completely, coming completely back into your physical form and everyday conscious awareness. Feeling wonderful, refreshed, energized. You are fully awake. Welcome back.
Oh
All
God,
right.
I just got the biggest smell of like peppermint.